welcome to the corner of not my living room, but a park where I'm joined by Remy.
Hello.
He's a videographer, a pro videographer, and he's going to be roasting my stuff. And as you know, I'm a photographer, and because we use different camera systems and we have totally different gear, mostly, I think it should get interesting. So to start with, do you want to pull apart this bag? You can move that thing out of the way for now.
This bag.
This bag. This is the Peak Design 20 litre, 25 litre everyday thing. It's pretty good.
It seems very small for, like, I know you have a lot of big stuff in this, and it's like surprisingly fits like a lot of stuff. And this is a big camera. What is this? Potato? This is the red.
So this is the Z8.
This is the Z8. Okay.
Potato.
I know Nikons are good, but it's still going to be the joke that Nikons are trash.
We got to flip around the potato stigma, guys. By the way, he shoots Sony.
Yeah.
We're recording on his cameras right now, the Alpha 7 IV and the FX30.
Mm-hmm.
So he's definitely going to say this is a potato.
Yes. So you do have a cage on this now, which I feel like for photographers is a bit less common.
Yeah. What's your least favorite thing about that camera? Just from feeling it.
Just from feeling it. I'm not a big fan of the grip. It's not particularly comfortable, and I'm so used to having hand straps on my cameras going around my hand here.
Yeah.
So like I actually have to hold on to this, whereas mine I don't have to hold on to.
I used to have a strap, but I got rid of it because it annoyed me.
That's fair. That's fair. There is a lot of buttons on this, I'm noticing, which is good.
Yeah.
Having a lot of buttons is really good, really useful.
You're supposed to be roasting it.
Okay, so it's trash. So anyway, this is the 24-70-2.8. I can see.
Yep, Z mount.
I don't like the location of this autofocus manual focus switch. It's so deep in there. But you know, I imagine it's, you know, just like any other standard 2.8 7200. It's not 7200. 24-70. What's that filter?
That's a UV filter.
UV filter.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a very photography thing.
You don't use UV filters?
No.
Just ND.
Okay. Do you use a UV filter purely for protection purposes?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Because you don't need actually UV filter for digital, because it was an old film thing, but people still use them for protection.
Yeah. Even if it didn't do UV and just protected the lens, that's what I do. Yeah. It's an expensive lens. I think that lens retails at like 4,000-ish, so I don't want to break it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Good UV filter, keep the images crisp, all that stuff.
As much as it is sort of the joke that like Nikon is, you know, potato camera sort of thing, and they weren't really in the video space very much until the Z9 and Z8.
Yeah.
Because like this camera and the Z9, they're the same camera, right? It's just like the Z9 has the bigger grip.
The bigger grip.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So these are actually really good video cameras.
Good camera.
But because it's Nikon, no one really associates them with video.
Or autofocus.
Or autofocus, fair enough. Yeah, anything else about that camera that
I love it.
About?
It's good. It takes good photos, takes good videos. Thanks for partially roasting it.
Yeah.
And not being too mean.
Yeah, we talked about that for way too long.
That's not how I can
Tripod. I thought it was going to be lighter than it is. I picked it up and it's very heavy. Way heavier than it looks.
Hey, you like Manfrotto though? Although I took off the head.
I literally have no Manfrotto stuff.
You like the mounting system?
The Manfrotto mount, yes. I have that on my small rig tripods.
It's a little heavy. I didn't like the Manfrotto head on it because I didn't like the plate that always had to live on the bottom of my cameras with it. It was a bit too big for what I needed. So I swapped it out for this Leophoto head, which is a really, feel the ball head on that. It's a smooth ball head. It has to be like the smoothest ball head I've felt. Loosen that thing.
Loosen this one? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And you can loosen these to make it even
And if you loosen it more, yeah, okay. And it's like adjustable sort of resistance the more you loosen it.
Yeah. And this, that's the resistance as well. But.
Oh, wow, okay, yeah.
And then it's got pan, tilt, wobbly ballness.
So it's like almost a fluid head.
Yeah. But it's really compact.
Yeah.
It was expensive, that head on its own. I think that was like $300, but it's very, very smooth, and it's Arca Swiss, so it's just slides straight in.
It is good to just have Arca Swiss for that reason. If you just put it straight on a cage and you just slide cage straight in. All right. Also in this pocket we have this is in like, what is this bag? Okay, I'm gonna open it from the top. We have a harness. This is something that I haven't used because I don't take photos, but was this just like basically like a backpack sort of thing, and you just have a camera on either side?
Yeah.
This is so confusing.
It is. It does get tangled. Sometimes when you take it out of a bag, it's, who knows.
Did I do it right? All right, there we go.
That's not right.
Good enough.
It's close enough.
Close enough. It's a bit twisted. It's fine. So,
fashion.
do you regularly walk around, like if you go like shooting a wedding or something, you'll have both your cameras on you. So you switch or
sometimes I'll even wear it with one camera just because I previously would always have peak design straps and wrist straps and cuffs and things like that because that was really convenient for one camera. And then when I started using two cameras, definitely a harness. So this is a holdfast one. They're known to be pretty expensive. It was not cheap. But for something like this, it's going to last ages, I think. It does make me look a bit weird, especially if I walk around and I'm taking photos at, say, an engagement and I'm waiting for a couple somewhere and they haven't shown up and I'm standing there with my harness. I do look a bit weird, but if I'm at a wedding and while I'm actually using it and I've got my cameras swapping, it looks normal. Doesn't look too out of place, I don't think.
Okay, so there's nothing. Oh, okay. So how does this bag work? This is an interesting bag because it's like 3 big pockets. Okay, let's see if that camera can see that. So other side, we have another camera.
Another camera.
So this
big lens.
is a big lens. Yeah. So this is the Z6 II. Okay, this is the 85-1.2, right?
85 1.2.
That is a huge lens. Yeah, 1.2 will do that. Especially at 85, like the higher the focal length and the lower the aperture, the bigger it needs to be. So it's just, yeah. Do you use it like this, or do you put the 85 on your Z8? Do you swap them?
I'll swap. So if I think I'm going to be in an environment where I'm going to need a wider angle or more of a variable angle, I'll either have the 35 or the 24-70 on my Z8 for obviously faster angles, more variance in angles quickly. And because the Z8 has 45 megapixels, if I am shooting at 35 millimeters on that, I can crop in to 50, 60, 70, 80 anyway, and it's no issue. Whereas with this, because this is a 24 megapixel camera, if I do need to crop in, it's going to lose a bit of quality a bit faster than the Z8. So having a longer focal length on it gives me a bit more reach. The other way I use it is I'll have the 24-70 on this camera and the 85 on my Z8. Whereas for a wedding ceremony or a reception, for example, when stuff can happen that's unscripted, it's good to be able to have a bit of a wider shooting ability where you can crop in on the Z8. And I'll have this as more of a low light performance lens on the Z6 II.
They are both full frame?
Yep, full frame.
Full frame, yeah.
Full frame.
Actually, I want to check. Okay, so both of these cameras have dual card slots.
Yep.
But CF Express Type B and SD. One thing that I don't like about cameras like this that have dual card slots, they have 2 different card slots.
Yes, that annoys me too.
I talked about this in a video recently about how it's great to have dual card slots, and then my Sonys, they have those 2 CF Express Type A and SD card slot, so you put either card in either slot. Except the A7 IV, you can only put an SD card in the second slot. But because Canon does this too, Nikon does this, you have a CF Express Type B, which is great. CF Express Type B is really fast. You can get really big capacities. But then if your second card's only an SD, you can't like dual record necessarily, and yeah, it's just not ideal. It's like if you're gonna put 2, like I feel like you'd be better off putting 2 SD cards in here rather than a CF Express Type B and an SD if you're trying to have that redundancy and shoot on both.
The Z9, I think, is the only Nikon that has 2 CF card slots, and the R1 has 2 CF card slots. I think the R3 as well from Canon has 2 CF card slots.
R3 would, yeah.
Yeah, it's the bigger cameras that usually have dual, but Sony's pretty smart with how they run their SD and their memory storage, because you can have 2 SDs or 2.
It's also easier because CF Express Type A is a lot smaller physically, so you can fit them, it's actually smaller than an SD card.
But CF Express B is faster.
I mean, look at the numbers on the...
The pro-grade
Iridium card, I think it says 1800.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Mine's 1700.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, I take that back.
Okay, yeah, one thing I'm looking at this, now from a video perspective,
here we go.
Flip up screen. Just, that's not going to cut it. At least have flip out, although flip out is not always the best either. What we should move towards with all these cameras, the A7R5 flip out, flip up, like the multi-angle one. All new mirrorless cameras need to have that. I don't know why no other cameras have had that since. I think the A9 III has it.
Have they got a patent on it or something?
I don't know. No, because Panasonic did it before Sony did, but it wasn't very good. That was the thing.
Yeah.
So
what else have we got?
We have a bit of Rode Wireless Pro. Okay, solid. You don't have the accessory kit in here.
No.
You just have the unit. Okay, so you don't even have a cable. Where's the cable?
The
The
data
3.5,
cable.
yeah. No, the 3.5.
Oh, there's another pocket in here.
Oh, okay.
Hang on, it's a hidden pocket in there.
Oh, okay. So you got, okay, fair enough.
That can be next.
Yeah. So, yeah, Rode Wireless Pro, everyone knows about this. Pretty good. 32-bit float, internal recording. Yeah. I don't really know what else to say. I've made a whole
We're
video
using
of
this
it.
exact microphone right now, so he can't roast it if he does.
I'm not going to roast it. All right, so this little pouch here from DJI, does this come with a drone or something?
Yeah, that's actually my drone in that pouch.
All right, so you just got little, what are these, batteries for something? No?
So
Oh, no, these are, do you also have the DJI mic?
yes, so this is the DJI mic 2.
Okay, so you have competing mics.
Yes.
So they both do 32-bit float recording.
Yes.
They both have two, you only have one.
I
mic
only
for this?
ordered it with one.
Okay, so you got the one mic unit for this. Anyway, what else is in this bag?
It does actually fit. I'm just going to do that.
I'm going to get this out. So this is something you do. Now, this is the Atomos Ninja. You got this so you can record like the screen on your camera, basically.
So that's the only thing I don't like about the Nikon software currently. Nikon, you need to fix this, please. I'm begging you. Every other camera brand, Canon, Sony, Panasonic, probably even like Kodak film cameras will do it. You can record your camera's EVF, your camera's display using your phone. You can connect, what's it called, the Sony app, Sony Monitor Plus or something like that.
I think now it's the Creators app or something.
Yeah,
Creator app or whatever.
Every camera brand has an app that you can connect to the camera to monitor and control the camera. So does Nikon. It's called SnapBridge. But when you use that app to connect it to your camera, you can only control your camera from your phone, and it disables all the features of your camera. You can't take any photos from your camera, can't adjust any settings on your camera, has to be done on your phone. I got this recorder, which is an expensive solution to this until Nikon comes up with an update to their app that will allow you to use the camera while you're actually recording or screen recording the camera's EVF from your phone wirelessly. So now if I want to do that, I've got to run around with this connected to it with a big cable, and it works, it does the job. Positive side of also getting this, in addition to the EVF recording feature I needed it for, was because now I can see myself because I don't have a flip around screen.
Yeah, it's crazy that you've recorded videos of yourself for so long and not got a monitor. Like,
I had to do it.
Yeah, definitely. It's
also having a wireless monitor I was getting dropouts of signal, and it made the content creation process take a little bit longer. So I figured that will speed it up, and it has been speeding it up. I had to get a SSD for it as well because I didn't even know that I couldn't record anything without getting this. So I bought this. I was like, yep, problem solved, done. And then I talked to Remy, and he's like, hey, what are you going to do when you need to record stuff? You need an SSD. So there's another, what was it? I don't know, $300, $400. Don't tell my wife. Anyway, what's next?
What is next? You got a hidden zipper pocket in there? Oh, you just got some like little multi-tool.
Yes.
Yeah, very helpful to have.
So I mostly got this because obviously it's a multi-tool, it's handy, but it's also got a little bit driver on it that has interchangeable bits inside it. It's the Cybertools S or M or something, Phillips, all that stuff. That's and handy. Little tiny pliers.
Nice, nice. And then you've got slightly bigger pliers.
Yes. Slightly, and they're still red. It matches the color theme. Oh, bugs in my ears. It matches the color theme. I find this is most useful for cranking down things onto cameras.
Okay.
Because otherwise it's too floppy.
That's when you need, like when you have these mounts, they have holes in them that you can then stick an Allen key in and then twist rather than having to,
I think the Rig one has that, doesn't it?
Yes. Yeah. Hopefully nothing falls out. So there's like a top pocket.
Yep.
Oh, this is just all your other stuff. Cleaning solution and the sun.
The lighting is about to go so dark. Apologies for that.
Okay.
You're going to have to deal with it.
Gonna have to inspect this card case here. CF Express Type B and SD card. You've got no CF Express Type B in here. Do you have one in each of your cameras at least?
Yes. Okay. I have 3 CF Express. One is in my mailbox. 2 of them, one of each, are in my camera over there and in here. Look, just to make you feel better. Just to make you feel better.
Oh, look at that.
Don't look at it. It's an off-brand one.
Yeah, that's one thing that kind of avoid is getting cheap memory cards because they're way more likely to fail.
Yeah.
Than
I haven't had any issues. This is a ProMaster one. I think it has worked pretty well for what I use it for, but I got it because it was the cheapest thing I could get, and I'm only just now replacing it with a better one. Thanks to my wife, actually. She bought it for me for Father's Day. A Lexar CF Express B Gold 256.
Nice, nice.
Very nice of her.
Yeah.
All right, what's next? Oh, that doesn't go there. I'll put it there for you.
Okay, also in here we have what are these, like gels for like
Yeah,
lights or something?
Thought you weren't going to
Are
get.
these for lights?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. I've literally never seen these.
Yeah, so these are basically, this is from a Magmod gel kit, not a gel kit, it's like a Magmod flash kit that goes with the Magmod little stretchy thing that goes over flashes, obviously. I usually keep the warmer ones in here because at like a wedding reception, they'll often be warm lights.
Yeah.
And if you have warm lights, you'd think, oh, why would you add more warm light to the environment? That's because if you just flash your speed light or whatever it is at a wedding reception, it will actually add a fill light or a key light or whatever you want to your subjects in that temperature of the flash, and you'll still have all the other light on the subjects from their environment being warm. So if you throw this over your camera's flash, it will add more warm light to the person, which will make the whole temperature warmer. But if you have your camera's temperature set to be cooler, it'll make all of the light in the environment match. So you're not going to have weird split lighting where they've got warm fairy lights behind them and you'll have like cool flash light on their face. So this is good for just balancing out the light. 3 different warm colors are what I use most often.
Microfiber cloths.
Yep.
Very useful because glass.
Yep.
Need those. You got a dongle.
Dongle.
Yep. Useful because
Dongles
you
are
have an
useful.
Apple computer.
Yeah.
And computers these days don't have USB-A. And card reader.
Yep.
CF Express Type B card reader and SD card reader.
Yep.
Yep. Is that everything in the bag here?
I
think it might be.
Is there another pocket in there that you've been through?
Oh, I have not been through the little
Oh, there's
pockets
outside pockets too.
There's outside pockets too. Oh.
See, that's it. See, he says
So
it
many
looks
things.
small, but it holds a lot.
Yeah. Is this a Insta360?
Insta360 X3.
This is for like BTS.
Yeah. This lives on top of my camera, exactly where that monitor was, just like this, and it gets that footage that you've probably seen in some of my videos, where I have it 360.
And then also in here you have an Insta360.
Go
Oh, is this the Go 2? Okay, so it's the little one. Atomos expensive HDMI cable.
Yes.
The Atomos ones are so expensive. Full size HDMI.
Yep.
Do both your cameras have full size HDMI?
Z6 II is my mini, small, whatever this
Trash. All right. Well,
is. Oh, we got little bag.
this video is going to be so long. Oh.
Don't worry, we're gonna chop it up.
Okay. We have another little bag. Now, what is this bag for?
This is my bag that I use to throw things if I'm at a shoot and I want more than just what my harness can carry. And I want just something extra, maybe another lens, maybe in this case, I
Flash.
actually didn't know what was in there because I can't remember. But this is what has been in here since the last time I did a shoot.
Okay, so this is something that I've literally never used, is a flash. This is the bit that goes into your hot shoe, obviously. Yeah, I'm going to explain flash to you because I totally know how it all works.
While he explains flash, I'm going to pack this stuff in my other bag.
So, my understanding, this thing, you go on your camera and it connects to your camera via the hot shoe, or you plug it in or something.
You're explaining the flash.
Okay, so when you take a photo, this then knows that you're taking a photo and sends it to that, which, you know, has a light in it there, and then it'll flash. There's a bunch of settings, obviously. I imagine it would be time, like speed of the flash, timing, and brightness, and temperature, maybe.
Imagine a constant light for video.
Yeah.
I just spat everywhere.
just-
Constant light for video, but really quick and only once.
Yeah, that makes sense. That is what a flash is. And then what? This is just diffusion that goes over the top of it? Not very well.
This thing stretches. This is that Magmod kit that goes with the gels. So I can
yeah.
add this to the front. It's a bit of a mission. Hold that.
Oh, okay.
Hang on. So it goes like this.
Yep, sure.
And I don't like how rubbery it is because it kind of makes it stick to like my bag when I'm trying to take it in and out. It adds a bit more space. I wish this had like a slick texture, not like a rubbery thing. And then you can add your gels to the top or your other thingos like that to diffuse it.
Okay, that is everything from that bag.
Oh, now we got the big
Now we
bag.
got to go through this big case. So there's a whole case here. I was going to say Pelican case.
I'll
It's
throw
not
a clip on
Pelican
the screen so you can see
case.
it.
So you got at least you got a nice little like one of those like foam divider things. So it's just like the whole thing just goes into the case.
Yes.
And then you can divide it up just like a normal camera bag. We got a bunch of stuff in here. Let's see if we can speed run this. Okay, 7200. Great. Cool. All right, next one. This is a 105 2.8. Is this a macro lens?
That's a macro
This
lens.
is a macro lens. Is this one thing I've never actually shot with macro lens? Do you use this much?
I used to use it a lot because it's 2.8 and because it's 100 millimeters or 105 millimeters. You get that compression that you get from like halfway through a 70 to 200, but you don't get the weight and the size of a 70 to 200 because it's a macro lens. It's also got a very long like range between the minimum and maximum focus distances, so you can get super close with it.
All right, another lens, 50-1.8. Just a nifty 50.
Nifty 50.
Probably
I haven't actually used it in a while.
Nothing really to talk about that. That's actually one thing, I've never had a nifty 50.
They could have been anywhere but there. Don't worry. Sorry for the birds.
Next lens.
We're going to try and vocal isolate that out, but I don't know if we'll be able to save it.
All right, 35-1.8.
35-1.8.
You know, you basically already talked about that. It's like
Yeah.
50 mil, but a little bit wider.
It's a wide 50.
It'd be more like you'd pair that with like an 85.
Yes,
so
totally.
You go 85,
So usually...
35. Yeah. This is a 20 mil 1.8. 20 mil. I actually sold my 20 mil 1.8.
Sold it?
Yeah.
I thought you said it was your favorite for talking head close-ups in a video a while back. You liked how close it was.
Well, yeah. But like, I just found I don't use it enough.
Yeah. What else have we got in there?
What else we got in here? We got a bunch of filters. I don't even know if I'm going to get all these filters out.
Just pull them all out in one go, and we'll just say it's filters.
All right. There's some filters.
Cool.
Nice.
DPL, ND, and that's basically it for all my lenses. We already talked about filters earlier. You don't need to hear more about that.
Cool.
What do we got next?
We have
Oh, now I've got to put it all back in the bag.
a battery charger.
Battery charger.
I'm not even going to get this stuff out.
Don't even, just we got a battery charger.
We got the other, why does this feel empty? This is the other accessory case for the Rode.
Yeah, there you go.
Pro. You don't seem to have everything in there, but you know.
I lost some stuff.
Fair enough. Rode Wireless Pro accessory case. More flash stuff. It looks like more gels and
gels.
hood thing.
Yeah, some weird kind of...
Is this like the macro thing?
Yeah, that's for macro.
Where you, like, put a bug in there?
I've used it once. It actually gave some pretty nice results. I took a photo of like a water droplet on a leaf and also a fly. It worked pretty well for that, and that's the only time I ever used it.
There you go. Oh, rocket blower, of course. Got to have one of those. And then we got, what is this, an Xbox controller? No, so this is it for a DJI. What is this? What is this drone? I don't know drones.
That's a DJI Mini 3 Pro.
Mini 3 Pro. Do you use your drone much?
No. I didn't say this before the video, but everything that Remy's taken out of my bags, I didn't set it up to be in a specific way. That's exactly how I had it the last time I used it. So that's what it is day to day for me.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, thanks for stopping and watching Remy pull apart my stuff at the side of a park in wherever we are.
Yeah, and there's probably going to be like a 40-minute video.
Oh, I know. Well, I guess
Make sure everybody watches the whole thing.
Yes, and if you want to check out Remy's stuff, we did a video like this where I ripped apart his camera gear, and that's on his page. He posted that not too long ago, so here's a link to that if I can figure out how to add a link to that on my video, because I haven't done that yet.
Okay, it'll be somewhere.
But yeah, thanks for checking it out, and we'll see you in the next one.
And my channel will be right here too.
Yeah, I'll put it in the description too. All right, see you next time.